right, guys. My name is Katie Dowell. I am owner and attorney at Raleigh Real Estate Law, and this is my friend Jonathan McCollum, and he is owner and attorney at McCollum Law. And we're here to talk to you about top 3 picks for picking out a lender.
I think it's super important that you select a lender that you're comfortable with and that can get the job done for you. So first thing I would say is that you need a local lender. So you want somebody that you can walk in and talk to, you can get on the phone if you have questions. If you're just getting somebody online, there's no, once they lock you in or once you get a set deal, you may or may not talk to that person again. And so they may or may not be pushing your closing to happen. You need to get in a house on a certain date, so you need to make sure they're available to do that. The next thing I would say is you need to be comparing your fees. Lenders charge all over the place with respect to the fees they disclose and the fees they actually charge. Some lenders charge lots and lots of fees, and some lenders charge very few. So you need to compare and make sure that you're getting the two you're comparing are apples to apples. The third thing I'll say is that the lowest rate is not always the best. Everyone says, I'm going for the lowest rate, going for the lowest rate. Sometimes you're paying for that rate and it's not worth it.
Well, also on the fees too, like look at the fees, but some people might say they don't charge fees, but then on the back end, they're charging you a lot of fees. People go with Quicken and they think, oh, this is great. They're not going to charge me X, Y, and Z. And then you get the CD. We get the CD. And I'm like, what is a technology document? You know, they get all these weird junk fees that come through on the end as well. And I don't see that with the local lenders.
No, you never see it with a brick and mortar bank in town or any of the local. That's absolutely true. You never see it. The other thing that I would be really careful with is if you end up with a broker, sometimes you get a really phenomenal deal, and there's really lots of really great mortgage brokers out there, but there's just as many that charge the client a bunch of money and put them with a lender that they could have gotten on their own that they just got online. So Quicken, you mentioned Quicken, great example of that. I'll see a broker and then they'll be with Quicken and the client will be at the table and they could have got that deal themselves and they're paying several $1,000s.
Oh, and their experience was awful.
Always.
No one to talk to. We're 2 weeks past your original close date. You're getting charged like twice as much as you would if you just went direct. Like that's a great point. I think so.
The other thing I'll say is if you're buying a house, and you have a realtor and you trust your realtor, which most of my clients do, I would go with somebody that your realtor is comfortable with, because if you've just picked someone out there, you may or may not have the weight or the push to get that closing to the table, whereas your realtor works with this lender day in and day out. There's a lot at stake between their business relationship if that lender doesn't perform and get you across the table on the appropriate date. And you're just one person. That realtor has lots of clients.
Yeah, well, and they've tried this guy. They know, or girl, and they know that they're good. All right, so to recap, we got go with a local lender. Yeah. Check on the fees. What's number 3?
I don't know. I'm just giving advice here. Yeah. So check on the fees.
Knowledge.
Oh, rate. The rate is not always the
rate's not the be all and end all. Ask your realtor for a referral.
And I'll comment more on the rate. You also got to be really careful when you talk to your friends about what their rate. You have no idea what your friend's finance. Everyone says, well, my friend got or my sister got, or you just don't know. So the deals just don't compare. Yeah. Find somebody you trust that you can talk to and take the recommendations.
That are accessible to local guys. Yeah. Jonathan, thanks for coming by today. We appreciate it, and thank all you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Is that good? God, I've lost my calling.
Do you want to just be on TV?
I know. Oprah, here I come. Yeah.